high. That's why he lost all that. That's why he lost that weight. Quinn was high. Those been niggas was doing spliffs and extendos. Smoking up the bong and shit.
Welcome everybody to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. Four seeds, time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. There's so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Receiver makes the catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Returner choosing to field this one. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. He just sprints into the end zone. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Clemson 7, Florida State 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Fakes the snap and takes off on the run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up for a first and goal now. And the Knowles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts him up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Florida State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the jet sweep here. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Now it's second down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
First and goal, handoff. And the defense brings him down. Coming up, second down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And there's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll try the right here. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? He slings this one deep down the left side. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught near the sideline. It's Williams. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
Here's first and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he can give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Get some space around the 30. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his back. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been clicky. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that.
How about a move goes right through the tackle? He's got room to run now. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half course of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Drop pass on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Touchdown, Seminoles. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Bennett. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Had a chance to tackle him near the line of scrimmage. Couldn't get it done, and a massive gain.
How about all those yards after contact? He shakes free and then has the speed to almost take this to the end zone. This defense better do a much better job of pursuing the football and getting hats towards his back, because he's able to shake free from just one or two defenders.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Planning up to try the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The back's got it. Good enough for first down yardage.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great everything seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Williams. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That's the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kurt.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's Carr. It's Williams. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 43.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the single back takes the handoff.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. There's the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Important third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 18 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.